AMC 10A 2023, problem 22, and AMC 12A 2023, problem 18. It says circles C1 and C2 each have radius 1. These two circles. And then it says what? Okay. And the distance between two centers is 1/2 this one. Circle C3 is the largest circle internally tangent to both C1, C2 here. Circle C4 is internally tangent to both C1 and C2 here, and externally tangent to C3. What is the radius of C4? Okay, so before solving these, let me tell you 2 points. Okay, one important point is that let me see, it will be which idea? Idea 27, 28. Idea 28 is an obvious idea. If we have a center, if we connect this, it will be 90 degree. And why it is useful? Because when you have two circles that are internally tangent, then you can say, okay, the centers and the common points are collinear. Okay, O1, O2. Why? Because if we draw a tangent, common tangent here, if you draw from O1 to this one, it is perpendicular, O2 to this one perpendicular. Two parallel lines, because they are perpendicular that have common point, then they lie on each other. Also, if you have two externally circles, then we have something like this. Let's try this one. Okay, suppose they are tangents like this. Again, by same idea, we can say O1 and O2 lie on each other. O1, O2, and this point, common points, are collinear. Okay. Now we want to use these points to find radius of C4. So at first, let's find radius of C1. We know what? We know O1 is here, O2 is here, and this point. By symmetry, we can consider that all points, all centers lie on this line, and O3 also lie here. Okay. Now we connect these 2 points, and we know what? We know this one is O3. Let me minimize O3, this point. Okay. At first, let's find radius of 3. R3 is what? Okay, R3, 2R3. Can we say it is what? Look, O1, this one is what? This one is 1 because of O1. And we know what? We know this part is R3. Okay, so this part is what? This part is 1 minus, or let's say we have this R3. We know this one is 1. Let me tell you in an easier way. Suppose here we can say it is 1/2, it is 1/4, 1/4 by symmetry. And we know this part is what? R3 minus 1/4. So this one is 1. 1 equals 1/4 plus 1/4, which is 1/2, plus R3 minus 1/4. So we can say what? 1 minus 1/2 plus 1/4. So it will be 3/4. R3 equals 3/4. Now we want to draw some lines. Here, if we connect O2 to this center, let's see what we have. Okay, so let me draw these circles. We know when we connect this one, O1 to O3, O2 for example, O3, I want to find this length. It will be what? This one is 1, this one is what? Here, O4 is R4. Sorry. This one, let me erase this one. We know when you connect O4, it passes through this part, okay? So let me erase this one. It is O2, the whole part. Let me check. O2, and we have O4 here. Okay, let me consider this one. And we connect O2 to O4. Now let's see what happens. This length is 1. This length is R4. So this length is 1 minus R4. Okay? Because this is radius of 1. This one is radius R4. So O2, O4 is 1 minus R4. Now we know O2, O4 squared plus O4, O3 squared. O2, O4. If we use Pythagorean theorem, O2, O4 squared equals O2, O3 squared plus O3, O4 squared. Okay. O2, O4 is what? 1 minus R4 whole squared. O2, O3 is what? Is 1/4. And O3, O4 is what? Is R3 plus R4. R3 is what? 3/4 plus R4 whole squared. One equation, one variable. Pause the video and try to find R4 on your own. We have 1 plus R4 squared minus 2R4 equals 1/16 plus 9/16 plus 2 times this 3/2R4 plus R4 squared. We can cancel R4 squared and then we can multiply. Let's simplify it. 1 minus 2R4. 1 plus 9, 10. 10/16 is 5/8. Plus 3/2R4. Now we multiply both sides by 8. 8 minus 16R4 equals 5 plus 4 times 3, 12R4. Now we take 5 to left hand side, this to right hand side. 8 minus 5, 3 equals 28R4. So if we divide R4 equals, if we divide by 28, 3/28. So the answer is choice D. Okay. If you had question or wanted to learn more things, feel free to send message to my WhatsApp number. Let me tell you also one homework. Homework here. The homework is what? You can consider this one and you can consider this common. You can consider this common tangent. Suppose O1, O2 is D. And try to find x, this common length of this common tangent, in terms of R1, R2. R1 is radius of this, R2 radius of this, and D. Okay, and this is helpful for these kinds of problems. You should consider common tangent. You should draw perpendiculars from centers and something like this. Okay, if you want to learn other ideas in geometry and other topics, feel free to send message to our WhatsApp number.